Hey YouTube, Love Cup. I guess ALOMOMOLA is the Pokemon that we haven't looked at yet, so that's nice, I guess. Anyways, viewer submitted 2675. I recently came up with the idea to build a team around Skeledirge since I have the #1 Great League IVs and I enjoy running the Pokemon each time when possible. ALOMOMOLA and Skeledirge cover each other's weaknesses quite well, so I paired it with the strongest meta pick, lickilicky, and built a team. You can either grab shields or switch with lickilicky and then align the rest to sweep with Skeledirge with the shield. Thanks and take care. I guess that makes sense. Like lickilicky is pretty safe. I guess the only thing is if you get like hit with a fighter, I'd like to see where you go from there. I'm just checking behind the scenes here. I think ALOMOMOLA is just water, but just water, not half psychic. Okay, perfect. Let's do it. Let's take a look at the battles. Okay, so we have a Poniard, which is half steel, so immediately going to ALOMOMOLA as the answer, just to get in a mirror match. I mean, at least we are ahead on energy, so I guess we'll potentially be able to flip switch here. It is smart, like, you see that I've probably called out a few subscribers in the past week. You can never come in with your hardest answer. And if they have a Poniard as a steel on the front, they're going to have an answer to fire in the back, especially with all the single and double fire teams out there. So coming in ALOMOMOLA is like, even though Skeledirge probably plays better as a safe swap overall, ALOMOMOLA is definitely the way to do that in that situation. And they give up switch back to their lead. They do have Night Slash. Yeah, so I'm going to shield. Night Slash is super effective and you get stab on it. Just going for the full incendiary down. Will this take out? Oh, they get to another move. You can live one Night Slash. And the thing is, if you're going to live one Night Slash, you should probably let the first one go in case they boost. So next time, if you're going to let one go, let the first one go. Slow Bro comes in. So grabbing a shield, getting to the Shadow Ball now. They are half psychic, so this will take out probably if it lands. They are Shadow. They do shield. I assume go back into lickilicky. I assume you're gonna have to shield this. It's gonna hurt. It's a shadow. I'm guessing stabs. Yeah, stab skull. That does take a ton of damage down. They do make a catch because you won and through, which I always say, please do not do. It's a very obvious catch situation. One fast movement to throw is when a lot of people try to throw. So not worried about not getting to the move, just going to the body slam here. Instant swap, have the psychic. It is resisted, but they're low and they're shadow, so it should take out. Not quite, but now the waterfall will. Okay, ALOMOMOLA. We'll just play this matchup out. Someone in the comments of my video on Friday, let me just bring the comment up. Basically they said, and making a catch on your own ALOMOMOLA here. So now we're in the mirror match again. Someone... there's a whole debate on the comment now, actually. Okay, so you know what? We'll do a few more battles, and then we're going to go to that comment and then do some Dan talk. Here. So Psychic takes you out. You do have shield advantage, and you're already at an Earthquake, and they come in with Scrafty, so counter user. It is a dark, but you also have Disarming Voice, so you're okay here with the shield advantage, which is what you want. So this will hit super effective, double super effective actually, because they are dark and fighting. You know, I'd respect the foul play. Yeah. So correctly shield up the foul play. We'll get to the Disarming Voice again. The Incinerates are so long, you cannot let that happen. You definitely need to take it out before they hit you with that. So anyways, get off the Disarming Voice barely. Going to throw blindly. It is a Talonflame, so this will just chip. It's resisted, but it'll just chip. And now Throwing the Earthquake instead of the neutral Body Slam is interesting. Trying to now get the rollout down, and they do come in with the ALOMOMOLA, so Earthquake this, and then you have so much energy, so you're going to be fine, but... and then roll out Talonflame. Drudgegon into Sea King. So going to throw the Earthquake. This is honestly the best answer you have to Sea King, because obviously Fire is not a good matchup, and then you are actually just going to go into the Waterfall Pokemon. Like, the advantage Sea King in the long run here, because they just lowered your attack. You only have resisted Waterfalls. Now you have a lower non-stab Psychic here. And they can start... I mean, they have non-stab Drill Runs, but those are also neutral. So, and then more importantly, the Poison Jab is neutral as opposed to your Waterfalls that are resisted. So, do land a Psychic, but the attack is lowered. Again, resisted move. I really don't like coming in here. I think you honestly just play out the lickilicky matchup against the Sea King here. Because now you just lost Switch. So going back into this matchup. They are at another move. I think you just let it go. I think you're just going to try and choose Shield Skeledirge again, like you kind of said you were going to. Drudgegon comes in, and now you got a lowered attack. That these are not going to add up much. And now they get a move off, so now you have to shield if you want to get this energy off. But even this Body Slam's not going to take out anywhere close. So we're just going to go Earthquake. Yeah, you already clicked. I was about to say you already clicked Body Slam. Just a weird, very delayed CMP. And now their Slowbro comes in. Poison is resisted, but it does have 2 super effective charge moves. There's the first Brutal Swing. Baiting. Now they get a second one. Incinerate is... jeez. Okay. Enough with the random ass moans. Don't try to fast move time at the expense of them getting a charge move off. Is generally the #1 rule. Drudgegon comes in though. Have a move. Have a Body Slam. Maybe this takes out. It's going to be close. Oh, it does take out. Drudge is a little glassy. Scizor. So, again, this is one of the reasons that I use Scizor in my one team. Rollout is neutral because you're half bug, but Body Slam is resisted. They have to go Earthquake. Makes it easier to shield too, unless they bait, but like, no, you have to shield that. You have to assume they're getting to the move. Oh, and an Ariados. What the heck? Yeah, just play this matchup out. Start slamming some Body Slams here. So here comes one. Like, if you try another rollout, I think they may get to a move. They're definitely out of move. What are they doing? Taking an unnecessary Earthquake here. And burning the second shield. Are they just going to commit to the farm down? Now both moves are resisted. You've kind of scared them out. Yeah, this is why, like... Now they're launching charge moves that are resisted. So they burn 2 shields to keep this alive just to throw them at a Skeledirge. Like, what are you doing? So out comes the Electrode. Shadow Ball, chips. You have 2 shields. He's still... Yeah, what are they... Okay, your opponent... Yeah, was weird there. I don't know what they were doing. ALOMOMOLA. Oh my god, this is my... Okay, let's talk about the comments because it's causing some controversy, but... I get the comments to a certain extent. The comment was, not too long ago, this channel was a great way to progress with some fine tips from Dan. Now you get entire weeks of completely useless cups and mostly matches from a low level. Absolutely nothing more to learn here, which is sad. So, 2 things. I think Apex correctly says, I don't control the cups, or who submits battles. So that's the thing. I more than the like meta, I've always been frustrated more with the leagues. Because the meta, again, I've played enough factions and gym breakers and a bunch of other things to know that no matter what you do with the meta, there will always be 5 to 10 Pokemon that rise to the top. So even if you try and get super creative, there's still going to be 5 to 10 Pokemon that dominate. So the meta is the meta, and you can't do much about it because that's the way GBL is structured. In the the main series games, there's different like effects like speed and stuff like that, ability to level up Pokemon at a different rate. All that stuff doesn't really come into play here in GBL. So because GBL is truly just stat product, typing, moveset, no matter how much you tweak and stuff like that, some Pokemon are just going to rise to the top because you don't have any secondary like differences like the main series games. So that's the main problem. I hate the way that they do this, like drag out limited cups during an Ultra League and Master League. I almost wish they gave a Great League option every single week, because to have it, like, it kills interest in the game when you have a limited cup with which we've seen the same 15 Pokemon over and over and over and over again for 2 weeks straight with Ultra League and Master League. And then, right, so Apex is like, the range our subscribers and managers of a broad spectrum. Yeah, just basically saying, like, trying to defend, saying I'm just working with what I have. And then says, don't tell me Dan doesn't have several good Ultra League teams in stock. I don't, for 2 reasons. One is whenever there's a limited cup, I am playing the limited cup, because people and then Zhang basically responded, nobody watches Ultra League video. He puts out videos that people watch, and I've already commented on this, and this is what I hate about GBL, and this is what I hate about the XL, and this is what I hate about a bunch of stuff. XLs killed GBL. For those of you who do not know or do not remember, and I'm sorry for the member here, you're getting stuck with one of Dan's off the topic discussions, so I'm not truly analyzing your battles. But back in the day, there was only level 40 Pokemon. And although the metas were small, they were playable realistically by everyone. Like, Ultra League was just your Swamperts and Venusaurs, and Giratina's been there since season 1. Just like some of those, the main meta Pokemon. And then Master League was like 12 to 15 Pokemon too, but just level 40. So like Palkia, Mewtwo. I'm trying to remember the OGs. Kyogre. And there was a bunch more. Groudon was probably an OG too. If it was an OG, it was pretty soon after. But it was accessible by all. Accessible. And the fact that, like, if you did one legendary raid and you had rare candies or did a few legendary raids, you could play Master League. So there was a lot more interest in those leagues. And then they introduced level 50 and XLs. And suddenly it became a very inaccessible league. And then on top of that, they started introducing legacy moves. So now all these top Pokemon, if I just go to the rankings here for, I'll do Ultra League and I'll do Master League. It's either a level 50 in Ultra League or like a legacy Master League level 50. So, you have number 1, XL Corviknight. 2, Shadow for Alligator with the Community Hydro Cannon. Number 3, XL Primeape. Number 4, XL Steelix. Number 5, Zygarde. Number 6, XL Gastrodon. Number 7, XL Registeel. For Alligator Repeat. Number 9, Giratina. Again, been out since the beginning. Legendary though. Level 10, Clefable XL. Number 11, Legendary Cobalion with Legacy move Sacred Sword. Number 12, XL Drapion. Number 13, XL Weezing. Number 14, XL Dusknoir. Number 15, XL Steelix. Number 16, Legacy Regirock. Number 17, XL Shadow Primeape. Level 8, number 18, Legendary Cresselia. Level 19, XL Drapion, and number 20, Galarian Moltres. And we have 20 Pokemon in the Ultra League, all of which are either XL, Legendary, or Community or Legacy move. And in the Master League, it's even worse because it's all really Legendary Pokemon level 50, which is very, very tough to get. So you have your Zygarde, Palkia, Yveltal, Necrozma, Rhyperior is probably the most accessible of all these. So Galio, Palkia, Landorus, Kyurem, Ho-Oh, Marshadow. And I didn't even go over the special moves. Number 2, Palkia Origin, Spatial Rend. Number 3, Yveltal, Oblivion Ring. Necrozma with Sunshield Strike, which you get when you evolve it to Duskmane. Kyurem, number 9, Glaciate. Is that even that used in? I don't know. Groudon, Precipice Blades, and Fire Punch. So the game has just become unplayable in the Ultra League and Master League. So it's, you know, there's a reason that many of the OGs and the great content creators are gone. A lot of you who are newer to the channel or newer to like YouTube in this area, like Zionic has not posted in months, but he was out, in and out, but he was like the OG like GBL person, not even before GBL, PvP person. But then there's a lot of like legends like FB Sticks, Wallower, Oxford U, a bunch of people that were so big in this community that are just not posting anymore. And it's a mixture of like 7 or 8 things in this game that have killed it. It's the insane amount of bugs and lag that after 20 seasons are still not fixed. The one turn lag in, just the spinning ball of death, the just general lag, all that. It's the accessibility issue of the XLs. It's the accessibility issues of the XLs for legendary Pokemon. It's the accessibility issue for legacy moves. It is boring. The meta is always very limited. Again, I don't think they can do much with it the way that the game is set up. It is the no effort put in to their leagues. Like every league here that is on this season is a repeat league of the past where they've pulled it from the past and are plopping it in. There's no effort put into their leagues. So if there's no effort put into GBL and there's no effort put into the anything about GBL, and it's restrictive in who it appeals to, unfortunately, this channel is going to suffer to a certain extent. Now, what I have found is, although a lot of content creators and a lot of people have just not played GBL, and I wish you guys, if you have not been here since season 1 of GBL, I wish you guys were here during the OG days. I remember working downtown. This is pre-COVID, so this is like, when is it, 2019, 2020, something like that, whenever GBL started. And downtown lunchtime was prime in 2019, 2020 was prime, raid. You didn't even need to call a raid. You would just go out and there was 40 people there. And when GBL first came out, during these raids, 36 out of the 40 people were talking about GBL because everyone was playing. It was new, it was fun, it was interesting. And then now you're lucky if 5% of the player base plays GBL. So the people who do play GBL, there's a huge mix, right? There's the legends every season, the top tier players every season. There's the people who are close but grinding, and then there's the people who are still struggling and learning the game. My channel, as you've mentioned, this channel was a great way to progress with some fine tips from Dan. Uh, Pretty much every commenter on my channel, I'm not your go-to shoutcaster. I can't even pretend to fake excitement in the game like some of these shoutcasters do. Oh, it comes in and whoa, what a catch, what a throw. Who cares? Like, it's like a stupid game. Who cares? But what I could do and what I do better than most is teach about you shouldn't be doing this because of this. This is how you judge how strong a Pokemon is. This is its place in the meta. This is why it does work. I still do that. I still do that with events. I still do that with community, community days. I still do that with people. What has changed is two things. One, I started memberships, and it's a way I made that decision. I'm almost 4 years on YouTube now. I made it as a way to support me because I've had some like financial problems with YouTube. So just like this was a way to like ensure I had some sort of like net income that wasn't changing. With that, I give priority to members to showcase their battles. And a lot of members, because I'm a learning channel, are in that 2,000, 2,200 range. So I will always showcase those members. So that's the first thing that's changed. The second thing that's changed is if you go back 2+ years ago, you'll see I was only doing one video a day. And they were only mine. So two things have changed with that. One, I'm now doing 2 a day. And I can't keep up the pace of myself of doing that, of doing like my own battles every single day to do 2 videos for myself. I don't think that's not realistic for me. So that's one thing that's changed. I now need more viewer submitted. And two, you know, I am not super far off from the other people who've already left the game. There are, when we have these crappy leagues and stuff, what was it earlier in the season? Let me just find the, because I, during one of the weeks, took pretty much the entire week off. I did the battles on the Tuesday when league turned over to have battles for you guys. And then I mostly did your battles. And it's probably the Holiday Cup. Is either around Christmas with the Holiday Cup or maybe even Color Cup. Yeah, it was Color Cup like a few weeks ago. So we had the same thing basically what we're having here with Love Cup. Color Cup was on for Ultra League and Master League 2 weeks straight. So I played some Color Cup at the beginning to get some battles. And then I've got some of your battles that I showcased later in the week. I basically, from let's say it was on from January 7th to January 21st, I maybe played, if you exclude my first day, I maybe played like another 5 sets in 2 weeks. I'm just taking weeks off this game at this point because the cups are boring as hell. The meta sucks. And I'm frustrated. And when I do go to play, and I'm like, oh, I'm excited. I want to go play today. I'll get the 1 turn leg or I'll get this. And I just like rage quit. So this is why I'm trying to do new things with the channel. This is why I started doing event coverage. Because I think that covering the events, community day, just the weekly events that they put on is a good way to focus on the larger aspects of the game. It's why I want to start doing interviews with other content creators just to switch this up because Niantic is not giving me anything to work with here. And unfortunately, I've been in this long enough to know it's not going to change. We're never going to get a show 6 pick 3. We're never going to get something unique in this game with how they rate Pokemon in terms of like moveset typing and stat product, and we're never going to get unique leagues because they just copy and paste the leagues that they have, stick it in, and they don't need to think about it for 3 months. That's it. That's the way this game works. So yes, unfortunately, we are at the point where I still think I provide value in my analysis of things here. But I think we're at the point where I'm pretty sure we're at the point where This is just the way it is. And there's a reason I created a second channel having nothing to do with Pokemon Go. Like, it's not just my YouTube channel that's struggling. I can see it in the views for other GBL content creators, and I can see it in the views even with Pokemon Go at large, other creators. This game will probably never end, but the excitement for a lot of people has ended, and it almost seems like an obligation at this point for some people. Anyways, that's enough talking. Thanks for the battles. Sorry, apologies to Capex. Sorry, I covered a couple of your battles, but yeah, the one comment and it's starting to go off in the discussion here. I just wanted to explain it because I could see it in the comments, so I just want to explain it. Anyways, that's it. Hope you have a good community day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.